Good Sunday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, alive and in color from Capitan, New Mexico on a cool morning. It's 40 degrees. Let's see what Google says. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
Currently in Capitan, it's 47 degrees.
That's a little bit off, but not as bad as it has been. But anyway, today is the first day of the rest of your life. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It's right now. Actually, it's May the 1st. April the 30th is, April's gone, guys. Anything you wanted to get done in April, too late. So yeah, May 1st. How about that, guys? 5/1/22. I want to give a shout out to my son, Jason, who's at my home base in Texas. He went down and checked things out and drove old Sparky around a little bit, which is great. That helps out a lot because I've been gone from down there about 7 weeks. And yeah, that makes it nice. Also, the missing FedEx package with the Apple 13 in it, Apple 13 Pro or whatever it was I had. They found it and it's going to be delivered on Tuesday next or this week, which is good. And anyway, so never worry about what you can't change. It all worked out. So I've been living in an RV a long time. This is a Class C motorhome. It's a, what is this thing? Four Winds 22E, year model 2021. And I really like it. It's certainly my home. I've been in it going on, well, it's a year and a half, believe it or not. And what else? Hey, Google, tell us a joke.
What do you get from a pampered cow? Spoiled milk.
It's a pretty weak cow, but that's all right. So anyway, with that in mind, the noon video, I'm going to look at some RV prices and just for the heck of it and see where we are on May 1st, 2022 with the price of some of these things. I know they've all gone up and we'll see how much in the noon video. And what else? I guess that's about it for the housekeeping. And Sunday morning coming down. It's not 100% clear. There's a few clouds, high clouds, and that's it. But it's a nice day here in Capitan. And Monica Sweetheart on the driving says, Rusty, why don't you try a high quality dash cam that starts recording when you turn the engine off and on, when you stop, on and off, when you stop, rather. When you turn the ignition on, it's on. Turn the ignition off, it's off. It says, I use one to record for possible accident occurrence, and the video is 1080p with no focus searching and very motion stable. Just a thought. Well, actually, you know, that's great, but then you got to go through some extra steps to get that video uploaded to YouTube, and I just don't want to fool with that. I'm lazy, okay? What I like is like I've got now. When I get through with the video, I share it to YouTube, done, okay? You know what I mean? And that's what I want to continue to do. Anyway, RV Living with the Geezer out in, got a channel out in West Texas around Fort Davis, says, this is, again, RV Living with the Geezer. I think the LG G4 you had did the best driving videos of all the phones you've had. You'll get it all figured out. Yeah, they make an LG V60 Think, T-H-I-N-Q, or Thin Q, or however you pronounce it. And but I'm not sure it's compatible with visible wireless. And you know, that's the downside. There's only you know, Apple phones are okay, the Pixel phones are okay with visible wireless, but when you get off into some of the other brands, they don't take them, or that you can't use them with visible wireless because of something in the architecture of the phone. So if I can find one that does, I'll certainly give it a shot. This is Boondocking with Dennis. Says, good morning. Thank you, sir, for all the entertainment over the years. You are part of my morning routine. Well, good. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis has a YouTube channel called Boondocking with Dennis. He lives in a pickup truck with a camper top along the Gulf Coast of Texas. Thank you. And he also says a fine drive and chat. Yeah, the video quality was poor. I know it. And the reason I did that, I just wanted to be sure that the Pixel 3a XL could be excluded from driving videos, and as you saw, we can exclude it, right? And so when the pickle, well, we'll call it the pickle 6 comes in Monday or Tuesday, then I'll do a driving video and see how it goes. If it If it's okay, I mean, if it does a good job of stabilization, then I'll keep it. And if it doesn't, it'll go back, and I'll try something else, and we'll keep work. You know, I know there's GoPros and all that stuff, but the only downside, they're not that expensive. The only downside, it's a new thing that I'd have to learn how to operate, which would take about this long. Because all I do is just set it on one setting and use it over and over and over and over and over and never change it. But we'll see. I mean, I'll continue to work at that. And as far as yesterday's upload speeds here were sucked. It was like 1 megabit per second, and it was just because the tower was busy, and that's all. I mean, you know, it wasn't throttled or, you know, whatever. Anyway, Mr. CJ Cab 64, cool driving video. Thank you. Anyway, Deretrixa says very good quality and a fine drive. See, it doesn't bother Deretrixa over there in Germany on the North Sea, but you never know. You know, I notice it, and I'll correct it. Bob Steen or Stein, depending on which side of the Mississippi you're on. This is the driving. I don't ever have remember having seen a video quite this bad from any of your phones, Rusty. It's almost as though you or as though something broke. No, it wasn't very good. But it was the Pixel 3a XL, the Google phone. This person's name's Incognito on the tiny home. Good luck getting it coded. Well, good luck. I'm not buying it. I mean, Wade Lapon on the driving. Rusty, the phone is hunting for focus. I think because the center of the frame, which is probably where the camera is trying to acquire the focus, is uniform blue sky. There's nothing to focus on. An action camera might be good for driving videos, as this text from a web page explains. Like every other GoPro, the Hero 8 Black has a fixed focus lens, so you can adjust the focus. But the upside is that it has an extraordinary deep focus. It's very hard to take a photo with a GoPro that's out of focus. Motion blur is a different issue, even if the subject is right up close to the camera. Wade Lapon also says, I don't have a GoPro, but I do have a cheaper action camera called a Yi or YI. I've done driving videos with it, and focus is no problem. The videos look good. I have a cheap gimbal as well, and walking around videos with the Yi and the gimbal look very smooth. Well, thank you for that input. But again, whatever I get, you know, has to be compatible. Well, of course, you know, with YouTube 1 and then with Visible Wireless 2. Of course, it's not a cell phone. I'm E88. Aloha, Rusty, catching up with your Beer 30. Awesome story, and salute the child. That child will remember that for the rest of his life. Hopefully, he will pay it forward. Have a great day and enjoy. You too, Amy. This is on the Home Depot home. Robert Esposito. That's a great house for the price. I could live in that. Yeah, you know, I could too. I mean, no doubt. I mean, I'd love to have one right here if I could get it done. TB, Rusty, video is shakier than Don Knotts and the Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Yeah, Don Knotts. Hey, Google, how old is Don Knotts?
Don Knotts was 81 years old when he died in 2006.
Okay, he was 81. I'm E88. Do you think your iPhone could have worked out if your order of the Starlink first? Yeah, it would have worked out when I was using Starlink uploading videos, probably, because the Starlink uploads are around 10 megabits per second in that range, maybe more. But anyway, the Starlink is coming in 2 weeks. The downside of that is there's no backup. If Starlink goes, if you're using the iPhone to upload videos using Starlink, and there's a storm here in this area, then I'm without internet upload, because the satellite is just like every other satellite. It doesn't do well in rainstorms, or they don't ever have them out here anyway, but they could. Valerie Chaffins, don't like it. It's shaky. That was on the driving stuff. Christina Alexi Reef Tank left an emoji. Thank you very much. This is on the Home Depot stuff. Where's the bathroom? Get you a shovel, Tina. Get out there and get with them. Her name's Tina John. Well, that's a good name. Your name's John. That's the start. This is John Bob. OMG, my speaker is right next to my laptop. You set it off every time, but I got a different joke. Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? Dolores and Bruce, thanks for the ride along. Great day for a drive. I think we stayed at your primo site. Beautiful view. Yeah, that was at Valley of Fires. Yeah, that is a good spot, though. I mean, I like it. It's kind of windy sometimes. Cal Bob 750. Self-driving cars. The answer to a question nobody asked. Yeah, I answer a question nobody asks all the time, Cal Bob, so I hope you enjoy that. This person's name is Quandale Dingle. That's a catchy name. We all know that sneeze is to cover a fart. Well, Quandale, is that the way you do it? Yo, cute. William Bingham, shaking phone on rough road causing focus issues. That's true. When you went across smooth bridge, it cleared up for a moment. Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah, if the road was really smooth, the video was really smooth, but any bumps in the road threw it out of focus. So it's something to do, well, I don't know. I'm not going to try to figure it out because I don't know if it's software or hardware. But anyway, Raccoon Little Bear, woo, I'm glad it was just your phone. I thought it was just me. Picked a bad day to quit drinking. TT Boy 2004 says, I'm getting car sick from the video, Rusty. See, if I hadn't said anything about getting car sick, nobody would have said that, but, thank you. Charles Green, why do these trees and poles dance in your video? Because they're supposed to, I tell them. There's the mama cat right out there. You can't see her, but she's there. She's fixing to go through a little opening in the fence and go to her. She's got some kittens right across that fence somewhere. I know you wanted to know that. Howard Grossman, your camera is shaking all over the place. Your camera using stinks. The last one you used was a much better unit. Well, thank you, Howard. That was a very polite comment. If that's the best you can do, you're going to have a hard time getting along with folks, guys. War Road, there will be no self-driving cars till 2050. The tech is way off. Well, I don't know. They have them now. They're just limited use vehicles right now. 2050, I don't know, man. I think it's going to be closer than that. This is Lone Wolf Nomad. Says, I don't have Starlink personally, but I know a few RV folks that have it. It will work out great for you as mobile as you are. Thinking about getting it myself later in the summer. Cheers. Yeah, some people are still under the impression that it's not a mobile unit. It is now. It wasn't last year. That's a very recent update with Starlink. Mickey Chickwinna, having a project is something to look forward to and keeps our brain active. Good for you. Yeah, I've always got stuff to look forward to. Always. So having said that, Al Fur, thumbs up to you. Susan Moorfield, it wasn't the clearest video and shaky at times, but maybe the next time. Yeah, and that road is a good road to test a driving video on, because if it works there, it'll pretty much work anywhere, because some of the roads in New Mexico are pretty rough. Sherry Hooker, Rusty, I've found too many glitches and failures with technology, GPS for one, to trust my life to a self-driving auto. I enjoyed the ride, though I did feel like I had imbibed a bit too much at Beer 30. I think everybody did. Yeah, but as far as the self-driving cars, the reason I mention them every now and then is because that's the trend. I mean, that's where we're headed, and so you might as well start learning about them, and because at some point you'll have one, maybe. Mitch, Rusty, in regards to the wind cover, isn't the microphone on your phone on the opposite end of the camera and speaker? Actually, on this phone and most phones, see, there's two openings at the bottom, and a lot of people think that's just bottom firing speakers for sound. But this phone picks up, whenever I'm talking, it picks up sound here and the little deal here, because if you do a video with your phone and you blow on that hole at the top, stop the video, play it, you'll hear the wind sound. Then do a video and just blow on the bottom like that, and then play the video and you'll hear the wind sound again. So you know that the sound is being picked up on both ends. All right, and so a little difficult to cover that. So I guess I'll either have to. We'll see. I'll work it out. It's not a problem right now. It's just something to be aware of. Paul Richer, sorry, Rusty, bad picture. Also, Oregon give you a ticket for any open container, booze, and vehicle. Yeah, well, you know, that's one way to get you, is just give you a ticket for nothing. You know, Richard Rosine, a thought. Why don't you try a GoPro? Yeah, a great video, very stable, no wobble, very small, compact, clip-on lapel microphones, etc. You can load it to your Chromebook and straight up to YouTube. Well, see, that's what you say, but here's what happens. You know, to download to YouTube, it's configured. When it gets in the Chromebook, it's configured, and then I'd have to upload it from the Chromebook. Now, this Chromebook, I'm not sure how quickly it will upload videos. I've never uploaded a video from the Chromebook. I'm not even sure it will work, but it could, and that is a good idea. And will I do it? I'm not going to say I'm not, but a GoPro is certainly it's possible. Alvin Masso says, great driving video, Rusty. Yeah, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, guys. This is Uber Gal Barbara. She's got two here. Says, gas in Sacramento hovering at $5, coming down a penny at a time. Actually, for some reason, there's a disconnect right now between oil prices and gasoline prices. You know, gasoline or oil prices have come down from a high of like 120 something down to almost even $100, which is a $20 drop. But gasoline prices dropped down to $3.20 a gallon, and then they shot back up to $3.40. That's refined gasoline prices. And so there's a little bit of a disconnect there. And basically what it is just making money, guys. We live in a capitalist society. Now, get used to it. Uber Gal Barbara says, so the little boy found the point to life or human existence, or the point in others, if not himself. Yeah, it was a good story. Yeah, The Point was the name of the movie, or the whatever it was. Steve King, the video is wobbling. Had to take some Dramamine. Yeah, getting seasick. Yeah, now they got those little patches you put behind your ear or something. Yeah, the reason they do that behind the ear stuff is because there's three little bones in your inner ear. That's what gives you balance. And whenever you're feeling kind of seasick, it's those three little bones, and if you deaden the sensation, the connection there, you won't get seasick. Diana Haas, you said you were going 54 while you were passing a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit sign. Well, I have reverse vision. Anyway, Stroker Ace, I'm not a YouTuber, so I was wondering, how do you use different phones and still upload to your account? It doesn't matter the type of phone you have. If it'll do video, you can upload it to YouTube. Thank you. Scotty Thompson, cool video talk. Thank you very much, Scotty Thompson, a mass bowler from Wisconsin. Here's Cynthia Self. When I lived near Dahlonega, Georgia, there was a Home Depot that sold these tiny homes, so I went to the town code people, talked to the head honcho. He told me that there was no way he would let anything like that pass in his area. I also begged him to go look at him for himself, but he wouldn't even try. Thank goodness I left Georgia. You know, it's a little power corrupts a little bit. Okay, that's all I can tell you. I mean, and they don't want them in there because you know, you're competing with home builders in that community. You know, you're putting people out of business. Moose Knuckles says, Rusty, we get what we pay for, and that goes for cameras. I guess, you know, I mean, I don't think that's really true. You know, you pay for a lot of, when you get a cell phone, you're paying for a lot of stuff other than the camera, obviously, but cameras, I don't know. I've never had, I don't think, well, I did have one, just a camera, and that was an old Kodak I did my first video with. Rip Snorton, second place, is the first loser. Yeah, I hear you. Justin Melhoff, I think it would be a little scary, but it would be convenient for those that don't drive, and it'd be nice, like you said, and chug lug beer while driving down the road. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, the self-driving cars, it's coming. I mean, you know, you might as well get, because they're getting, they're adding features all the time. Now you've got, lane departure, and if you get too close to the car in front of you, your car slows down. If something runs right out in front of your car, it'll stop. Your car will stop. So all the features are coming together. It's just a matter of time. Spiderhead says, very, very shaky, terrible. Love your channel, Rusty, but this one was almost unwatchable. Have a great day. Yeah, I'm not going to watch me either. Ken, personally, I enjoy driving. Video quality is just fine. Enjoy Beer 30. Thank you, Ken. We'll do 2 more and then shut her down here. Cindy Eads, that's OSB, not particle board. Okay, I didn't know that. Outcast 1. Starman, that was a good movie back in the 80s. I didn't know when it was made, but back in the 80s. Yeah, that was 40 years ago. Yo. Anyway, guys, from Capitan, New Mexico on a cool morning. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. And we'll get the videos worked out on the drive, and don't worry. Thumbs up, carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. We haven't done any time, but if you think about it, use the link in the description of all my videos. Just go to Amazon, buy whatever you want. Give you a goat kiss, since we didn't do that today. And what else? Let's see. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water, and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. And the only way to lose weight and keep it off, and you know it and I know it, is what? Eat less. Get a smaller plate. That helps. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet it is. Do it several times a day. And then what else? Stretch, stretch, stretch. The reason I'm showing you this, stretch your fingers too. Keeps the arthritis out, okay? Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every thought you have. So, add good ingredients. Problem solved, right? Don't watch the news. Why? Because it's all negative crap and propaganda. I guarantee you. Drink. Oh, yeah. And then what else? Accentuate the positive. Eliminate the negative. Enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease. Carry on. Adios. Bye-bye. Hasta luego. Vaya con Dios. Aloha until the noon video, which will be pricing on the new RVs if I can get all the info. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.